Streets are stories highlighting efforts to make our community safer.
Hundreds of people came out to the Rocc-A-Thon on Monument Circle today to raise awareness about resources available to victims of crime. The event was in conjunction with National Crime Victims' Rights Week, and RTV6 reporter Eric Cox was there.
Swinging and a rockin', all for a reason.
This is the Rocc-A-Thon, Rocc, R-O-C-C, which stands for reaching out to citizens affected by crime.
Michael Hurst is the executive director of the Legacy House, a local nonprofit counseling center, and the organizers of today's Rockin' Affair. He says this is the 11th year the house has migrated to Monument Circle to raise awareness about victims' rights.
Nationally, only 1 out of 10 individuals will seek help after they've been a victim of violence. And that's either because they don't know that help exists or they're not ready. And we want to change that first part.
So Legacy House partnered with several other area organizations to bring tunes and tables of information for victims out to the circle.
After the violence, there's trauma that affects that victim, that affects the family members of the victim, the friends of the victim, all of those circles that are out there. That trauma lasts.
Shirley Wiles Dickinson and her sisters will tell you that they know a thing or two about the trauma Hurst speaks of.
Whenever we had pictures taken or whatever, it was always oldest to youngest. But we don't focus so much on that anymore because there's that empty spot.
An empty spot left unfilled for over 5 years now, ever since their sister, Sandy Bartenbach, was murdered.
That's not something you ever think will happen. You never... It happens to other people. It never happens to us. Yeah. You know, I remember seeing people on the news and their family loses somebody, and I'm like, oh, that poor family. And now all of a sudden, I was that poor family.
The sisters say their sibling was a teacher, a mother, and an inspiration.
She touched a lot of lives. She left a legacy behind, that's for sure.
And even though their sister's murderer is behind bars, these women still wanted to come out and come together with other victims advocates.
So we all need to be aware of it. We all need to get, put our foot down and say enough's enough. Let's stop this.
Downtown in Monument Circle, Eric Cox, RTV6.
And Wiles Dickinson tells Eric that she just finished getting her applied sciences degree in criminal justice. Now she hopes to become an advocate for victims in the courtroom.